good, YouTube? It's your girl Nell.
And it's your boy Steph.
And we back to y'all with another video. We seen it, y'all liked it, our 3 tips video, and we came back to go deeper to, you know, the tippatories. The thing that is big that we're gonna talk about today is communication.
So the biggest thing in a relationship, I feel like y'all need to listen to is communication. And what is communication? A lot of people don't even know what communication is. Communication is just learning how to speak to one another. And communication is not one thing. It's not one basis. It's not one rule. It's not if this person communicate this way with their relationship and my person not doing it that way for mine, that don't mean you're not communicating. No, you got to learn your personal communication, and you got to communicate. And on a more general level, you have to communicate. To understand communication, you have to talk. You have to say, bump it. Now I'm gonna say how I feel. Bump it. Now I'm gonna say what's going on. Bump it. I'm gonna say when I messed up. Bump it. I'm gonna talk, because that's the only way you know you have somebody that you want to be with. You don't have somebody you want to be with if you don't want to tell them when you mess up, or you don't want to tell them when you feel wrong, or when they wrong, or when then you're not with somebody that you want to. You may say it, but you're not with somebody you actually want to be with. Because when you with somebody you want to be with, you're going to want to tell them. You're going to want to communicate. You're going to make sure they hear you. You're going to make sure they know what's going on. You know what I mean? So I say communication is real big in keeping stuff real. Now, you can be in a relationship and it be good, and y'all don't communicate and it be fake the whole time, but in the eyes it'll look good, but y'all both inside hurting and aching because y'all both not communicating with each other, when that whole situation could have been smaller than what you thought if you would have just communicated it. You know what I mean? And communication, it means to be humbly spoken. You got to be humbly spoken when you communicating, so you get your message across. You know what I mean? You can't come into it with no ideas or no persuasion or anything. You gotta be blunt and be direct and communicate, and it's hard, but that's how you know if it's real. You know what I mean? So communication is the biggest thing that hold people together. When people don't communicate and they start not talking, they start growing apart, they start not liking each other, then that's how people split up, from simply communicating. Because every person is the same. Every relationship you get in is gonna be the same thing. Exactly the same thing. So why not talk? Why not save one of them? That's the biggest thing I got for communication. I feel like, that's the biggest thing I got for relationship. I feel like communication is definitely key. People say that and don't even think twice about it when they get in the situation, but communication is definitely key. It's definitely
key. I feel like, in addition to what he was saying, that communication is not just how you talk, it's how you present yourself. So my body language can come off as a way of communicating. And if I'm slouching over, you talking to me, I'm slouching over, and I'm looking this way and I'm feeling this way, I'm communicating to you by my energy. It goes a long way. Yeah, like he was saying, like, you gotta communicate every single thing to your partner. If that's the partner that you want in your life, and that's the partner that you just care for, you'll want to communicate no matter what. You'll want to tell them, like, hey babe, like, this happened, that happened, you know, like, just like sit down and really talk to them, like. And as they partner, they should be as understanding as they can. Like, she's like, I didn't sense that, but I'm glad that you communicated and told me that, you know, because nobody can read each other's mind. That's not something that, not to say it in a bad way, but you can sense things, but unless somebody say it like verbally, you know, like, you're not gonna know. Communication really goes a big way on everything, and communication is verbal and non-verbal. It can be in how somebody dressed, presence. Like, if I get goosebumps and when somebody come in the room, like, that's all forms of communication that can be talked about. And be like, sheesh, man, like, I can see it on your face. It just sometimes you gotta overstep and be like, hey, I know you don't want to, talk about something, but hey, like, talk to me, like, let me hear your day. Like, the small things, the small talks can turn into the big ones, and that's all it takes is one person to say something that could help. You really just gotta find what really your communication form that you have with your partner, because like he was saying, if we communicate one way, not all relationships going to communicate the same. Everybody has to find their own type of communication style that works best for their relationship, and that's just that.
Yeah. And that's tips from Steph and Nell. Tips from the Dynasty, man. We hope y'all cling on to these and watch these back, rewatch them, replay them, like them, turn on notifications, share them with somebody that's struggling in a relationship right now. Maybe this will change their heart. Man, but this is us. We are we, man, but
I'm her.
And I'm him. And we are we.
Peace. Oh. Peace on the Dynasty.